Okay, we're back from the break, and yeah. Before we went on the break, we talked about some illegal things. Well, is weed actually
Ar-
forbidden in Ireland? Is legal there?
it's forbidden.
Oh,
It's
okay.
forbidden. Yeah, you cannot.
But you can still smoke it?
No, but why not? People still do it, but like if you get caught smoking, you don't really do anything. But if you're selling, you will get in trouble.
Really?
But not like Korea. Like you won't go to jail, like a
Mm.
fine or something.
How do you know how much the fine is?
I don't sell it, so I don't know.
Oh, I was curious. Yeah.
I don't know.
Isn't it kind of sad?
Like
Because
maybe 2,000 euro or something. Like three million
okay.
won.
Yeah, it's not cheap.
No,
Okay.
it's not cheap.
Okay. Hmm.
I mean, I wouldn't recommend it.
No, yeah,
Don't get caught.
definitely not. Yeah, but probably you made more money by selling weed.
I don't sell it.
I don't know, but yeah, I feel like kind of sad because I don't know if you heard the recent tragic event when Lee Sun-gyun.
The actor, right?
Yeah,
He committed suicide,
yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
he was accused. Obviously, he cheated with a girl, but he was accused of smoking marijuana too
But like,
and ketamine.
yeah,
I think.
yeah. I heard that,
Yeah.
and then he suicide.
Yeah,
And now many girls are coming forward saying they did this and that
Yeah.
for like their 15 minutes of fame.
yeah.
It's crazy how they like do that.
Well, I feel it's really sad since
Mhm.
like weed is not such a big deal outside of Korea, and then like how they made such a big deal out of it. That's potentially almost nothing around the world, and
Yeah,
it
it's
caused someone
insane.
to commit suicide. I feel it's pretty sad.
It's like, have you heard the story? You know, the young girl, she got raped by an old guy, and like he destroyed her like internal organs. He got like 5, 6 years, 7 years,
Yeah.
and he's released, and he was
Yeah.
allowed into her area. She
Yeah,
had to
yeah,
leave. The
yeah.
victim had to leave.
Man, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, but someone who sells drugs or smokes marijuana, like they will get like a life sentence or like a stronger sentence than someone that got like permanently damaged.
I
that
don't know.
inflicted
I don't
that.
know if it's like probably similar sentence, just as bad as like.
But like
Exactly.
she's like permanently
Yeah,
disabled.
no, that's pretty crazy.
And like he's walking free, and his wife too was like, oh, like he was drunk, it's okay, and he like killed people before and raped people before. Like it's insane. Like to be honest, the like system in Korea
yeah,
is really crazy.
man, yeah, I
Like
agree.
that poor girl, like damaged like permanently.
Yeah, people wanted death sentence from him, but man, yeah.
And he even has people like when he got released, there was like people protecting him. He went to the same area as the victim. Like that like how is that like logically possible? Like why did like they allow that? She had to leave. Like her and their family had to leave, so he couldn't be around her
Yeah,
because they were the same neighborhood too.
it's pretty messed up how that
Yeah.
works.
It's insane.
Yeah, and like something like weed is treated so much more heavier, and then they make
It
such a
doesn't
big
make
issue out of
make
it.
sense, to be honest. Like for like outside of Korea, marijuana isn't that big of a deal, right?
Yeah.
It just gets you high.
Yeah.
Like it's nothing extreme. Like cocaine or like heroin is more extreme than marijuana.
And potentially, weed is less addictive than
Yeah, and,
smoking
like,
and drinking. So
The oil sometimes like help with cancer or people with seizures.
yeah.
So it has like medically like proven to have some benefits.
Yeah.
But like I don't understand why it's such a big deal in Korea, to be honest.
You know, the ironic thing is Koreans used to smoke weed a lot.
Really?
We have this thing called sambe, which is like a pipe, like smoking pipe.
Oh,
And back in the days, that's like what you smoked weed out of.
so why is it?
And then
what?
there's this like clothes, like traditional Korean clothes,
Mm.
that's made out of some parts of like the wheat plant or something like that. So in Andong, actually, you are legally allowed to grow wheat there.
In Andong?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
In Korea?
yeah. So they have like a place where they grow
So
wheat,
they can grow it, then what?
and then they burn it like to destroy it. But they just use the parts where they create the clothes.
Oh, for the clothes. I was
Yeah,
like, why
yeah.
did they grow it and then burn it?
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
oh,
I mean,
get high from the fumes.
but
Can we go there?
I think, not sure, just like hypothetically, I think when they burn it, I'm sure they get high.
Yeah, so we
Because
should
of
go
the
there.
fumes.
Where is it again?
And Andong,
Andong?
it's pretty surprising because I was in Andong and then went to like an ice cream shop and they were selling weed ice cream. And it's like no weed, no THC at all, no weed substance at all. But I think it's like part of the weed seed or something like that. But it doesn't get you high.
Oh, then I don't want it.
Yeah, but it's just like a brand of like, like a trick to make you buy it. So I tried it and it was like it's regular ice cream, but it
Was it tasty?
was okay. But yeah, nothing spectacular.
What's the point then?
Yeah, it's just like
What's the point?
Koreans can do weed, so it's just the label of selling like weed ice cream is kind of shocking. So I think that's like a
But I've
marketing
never
thing.
heard of that before. Like,
Yeah, I was just there and then one of my friend is a military soldier there,
Mm.
so she brought me to the ice cream place. And I was like,
It's down the bottom. Where is it in Korea? At the bottom?
yeah, in bottom, close
yeah.
to Daegu.
Daegu.
Yeah, so it's like south, way down south, but pretty interesting.
With ice cream, that's comical.
Yeah, so I was pretty. It's like, you know what? I wish that Korea would give out like proper education about drugs, because the way that they think about weed is like they have no knowledge at all whatsoever
Exactly,
about
right?
weed. So
Yeah.
they kind of think like heroin and weed at the same level, like say same potency, which is obviously not true.
Yeah.
Like what I'm really happy about living outside of Korea, health class was mandatory, so I had like a proper education about like drugs. So like the reason why weed is really potentially dangerous is a gateway drug. Like weed itself is not that dangerous, but trying out weed makes you potentially more curious and trying other drugs. So that's why you end up
And
doing
weed
harder
isn't
drugs.
even addictive.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. It's just makes you curious about
yeah,
trying other
exactly.
drugs. Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's the potential danger of it. But weed itself is like probably has more beneficial things that could offer to someone.
And you
than-
said it's about the like education, like you wish I had more
yeah,
knowledge. The sex ed in Korea is ridiculous too, to be honest. Like the sex education.
yeah.
It's crazy. Like
I don't know how it is now, but I'm sure.
no, Korean people, men and girls, I'm not like gonna single out, they have like no knowledge of like sex ed. Like you would tell them like wear a condom and they're like, oh, it's okay, I can pull out. It's like no, like it's prevent STD. What is
Yeah.
STD?
Yeah.
I'm like, are you serious? You don't know STD?
Yeah.
So I had to like give like a heart to heart sex ed to my friends
Yeah,
because you don't get that in Korea.
yeah. That's
But you were abroad, so maybe you haven't really experienced it here. But yeah, they don't know a lot about sex education.
the ones that I had in Korea but it was a long time ago, over 10 years ago. But the ones is just like a teacher plays a video and just nobody really watches it.
Yeah, that's the thing,
Yeah,
right? It's like you don't get like a deep
no,
like
not really.
talk about like STDs, like whatever. Like you need condom not just to prevent
Yeah,
pregnancy.
yeah, yeah. That's why I
So-
really liked actually having like a proper health class about drugs or sex eds and everything. It's like you just know what you have to know, what's important, you know? So,
Exactly. It's great. Like I know like some girls, like as we said before, like the fuck boys,
Yeah.
they refuse to wear it. They're like, well, I can pull out, I'm clean.
Yeah.
But then my friends, they ended up getting an STD by these guys. Like
It's kind of stupid for them too because they can catch the disease too.
yeah, right. So just okay, if he doesn't wear it, then don't sleep with him, right?
Yeah, like
That's
you,
me. That's what I would. My mindset. Like if I'm in a relationship with someone, I'm okay not to because we trust each other, and
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
But if I'm not, like obviously I would. I think it's a crazy. You
Yeah,
have
that's-
to.
Yeah, very different.
Yeah, it's different.
But-
Like if you're in a relationship, that's your person.
Yeah.
Like, that's your potentially your soulmate, whatever.
Yeah.
Like you can trust each other. Hopefully they don't cheat, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like a one night stand, and you don't wear it.
Mm.
God knows, like you could have been with someone like the night before. You
Exactly.
don't know.
Yeah, they don't take it too seriously, so it's not.
They're like, oh, I don't like it because like you kind of feel it doesn't. Oh, I don't feel anything. What the hell? Is it that different? Like
I mean, to be honest, it is different,
really?
but that is true. But like, I mean, still, you have to be smart about it.
Yeah, like if you're going to have like a one-time thing, you
Yeah.
need to wrap.
But it's true.
You don't know what she has either, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
you
like,
can
you don't
catch the
know.
disease too.
Like if you
but-
go and then you're like, oh, I regret. Who did I get it? Like I remember my friend. She was like, oh, I got what was it? She got chlamydia or something from him, and I was like,
Damn.
what the hell? Like
You know, so like there's a funny meme that like how they're kind of explaining like how different it is like, you know, when you wash the dishes, how you wear like the rubber gloves.
is it like that?
No, I'm saying like no, it's not like that. I'm saying like imagine if you pick your nose with just your hand, but imagine wearing rubber gloves and then picking your nose. That's how uncomfortable it is. That's how they
It's
reference it.
uncomfortable?
It's not uncomfortable, but it's like it's not as satisfying.
I mean, I was gonna say if it's uncomfortable, you need different size.
Yeah,
but
not uncomfortable, but like
that's-
not as satisfying.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's why I was
Hitting it
finding.
raw is
Yeah.
more fun than
That was
with a
that was kind of
rubber.
funny when I saw the meme, but
I want to see that.
I don't know where I saw it. Just randomly popped up.
That would
on my
be
feed.
hilarious. Send it all to my friends.
Yeah, but I mean, I really wish there was like proper education and things like that. I'm glad that I had it.
Mm.
Like, it's.
You can educate your friends too. Like
I don't think I would.
you wouldn't.
I mean, that's like my thing. That's like my Korean side. Like, even though I grew up outside of Korea,
You're very private. But if they ask for like advice or something, would you like guide them?
maybe. But I don't know if it's a Korean guy thing or just guys in general. It's like, I know girls talk share almost everything amongst each other. That's what my girlfriends told me.
Mm.
But guys don't really talk about their like sex life or their personal thing. It's
My
like,
male friends would tell me like in vivid detail, and I'm like, that's TMI, to be honest.
yeah, like
They're like friends I know for like 8 years, like Korean friends or whatever. Or my
my friends, no, we're just like it's more like this. Like, did you? Yeah, good.
it?
Yeah, that's it. We don't talk about much more. It's like, yeah, no, too bad, bro.
Oh.
Like maybe next time. And it's like more like that. But I don't really talk in details. I don't want to know. I don't want to tell them. Like, it's my private life.
Oh, with my male friends, I wouldn't say details about my private life. But if my girlfriends asked me, I would tell them like, oh, like a little bit, not vividly, because I'm quite private also.
Yeah, I wouldn't tell anybody. But apparently in France is like a very open subject. They told me like with their friends they talk about what their favorite position is. Like,
Oh no,
how their
my
love
friends know
life
my
is.
favorite position and stuff like that. But I wouldn't explain in detail if they say like, did you have sex? Yes. How was it? It was good. That's it.
Oh yeah.
That's
Well,
what
kinda
I
like
would.
that
That's
too,
that's
yeah.
what I would do. Like,
But like French guys are like, that's what they told me. They're like, yeah, in all details. It's not taboo at all.
yeah, I have a French guy. He's
Wow,
same.
really?
He
That's
tells
like,
me details.
it's too much.
Yeah, right?
I don't care, man. I
Yeah.
want to know about you.
I'm like, haha, okay, good for you.
Exactly. Like, yes. I think that's like, I thought it was a Korean thing that I didn't want to know, or maybe it's a French thing that they want to tell you, but yeah.
I think it depends on the person. Some people are quite open. Like I have
Yeah, yeah,
friends and
yeah.
they're very open, and me, like they don't really ask for detail. If they ask for details, like I don't know. I think a wee bit too private to say. I would just say like, oh, it was good, like whatever, and that would be it.
Yeah.
Like I have a friend, she's German, and she tells me like details, like her and her boyfriend, like she likes BDSM, and she told me like details.
Yeah.
So I was telling her a little bit about what I like, but like I wouldn't go like into like vivid detail. I think that's very uncomfortable. It's very like private amongst you and your partner,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Like I wouldn't. No.
Yeah.
I think it's like disrespectful in a way too. Like if you talk about your private life or your
That's how I approach it too.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
for some of them, they find it like, it's fine. It's just what you like and what you
maybe different
find
culture.
pleasurable. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
different culture.
they were really open about it, but not really me. But I have a Korean friend. I don't know if you know the show How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah.
There's this show and there's this character called Barney, and he's like this player guy who's always talking about like what he's doing in life. And I have a friend who's kind of like that, and he sees himself like that too. And I think he enjoys it.
Yeah.
So he always like tells me everything in detail. I'm like, please don't.
I mean, you don't need to know detail because like if you're sexually active, you've experienced it in one way, right?
No, the thing is like he just enjoys me being uncomfortable. That's
Oh,
why he does.
really?
He's like, I don't care.
I have a
still
friend like
feel
that too. Just tell me about like vivid details, and I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, don't tell me. I don't want to know. It's like I don't care. I'm still telling you. Okay, I'm deleting the message. I'm like, no, bro, come on, listen. Okay.
I'm gonna block
what
you
else?
for an hour.
Yeah, but he's a good guy. But he's just his personality is like that. So
I have a friend like that back home. Like he would tell me in vivid detail, like just to make me uncomfortable, and I'm like, stop it, and I'm like, oh, and he's like, keep doing it,
yeah,
because he likes my reaction.
yeah. I think he likes my reaction too.
It's-
Such a
Stop
wonderful
it.
friend.
I mean, stop it. If he sees this, stop it.
Wonderful friend. I love you, but I hate you.
It's like a love-hate
Yes,
relationship.
yes. I know him for a long time. I've known him like
Well,
6
known him
years
in a-
maybe.
Details, I suppose.
Yeah, a long time. He has like he's a interesting man. Like
You're just bashing your friend. And
he just likes me. Yeah, no, he just likes me being really uncomfortable. So like he even tells everybody whenever like I hang out with my friend. So he's not gay or anything. He's just like I went to his house when I was in high school, and just like he threw me at his bed, and he's like, everybody that comes to my house has to be in my bed. I have to be on top of them. Like, the fuck, bro? Move away
and
from
you
me.
stayed being his friend after that?
Huh?
You stayed being his friend after that?
When I was young,
You thought it's normal amongst men?
no. Definitely not. When I was young, like I don't find things too personally. So I knew it was a joke, of course. So I would say like, what the fuck you're doing? But like, yeah, like whatever you do you. And to be honest, like the thing is like he didn't get along with. So since he has a very interesting personality, he didn't have many friends. So he didn't get along with people that well. So I was kind of his only friend. So I was just like, whatever, I accept it. I accept you for who you are. It's fine.
Oh, you're
like,
you're so kind.
I have my own weird side, so like I accept you're weird. No, I'm weird too, so it's fine. I don't care. It's not like he actually abused me. Like, don't get like that. So yeah, it's just joke. So I just understand that he had a weird personality, and I was whatever. It's fine. I accept. Yeah, because like I said, everybody's weird. So
I had a girl before when I was in high school. She did the same. She threw me on her bed and like crawled on top of me. But she told me like she like fell in love with me.
Yeah.
So I was like, what the hell? And she
Oh,
tried,
she actually fell in love with you.
yeah, she tried to kiss me and I was dodged
Damn,
it and
okay.
she was pissed. Like,
Yeah, my friend was not like that. It was just like
Yeah.
as a joke. But now, because ever since the military, I started going to the gym more. So
you went to the military
yeah, I did.
recently?
I finished my service 2 years ago.
Oh, 2 years. What was your position? You know?
I don't know the term in English. It's in Korea it's 박격포. It's like what do you say it? It's like a kind of a cannon thing where you shoot missiles.
Oh,
It sounds
seems
cool,
fun.
but it's not really.
No?
It's just what you do is just clean
Oh,
the thing every day. And then I only shot it once because it's really difficult to actually shoot it because the weather has to be really right. I don't know. It's like really sketchy. Like
was it fun to shoot it?
no,
No, scary.
because they not scary, but it's just you're carrying a bomb. So in case something goes wrong. So yeah, I was more scared to lose my hearing mostly because like I do music, so hearing is pretty sensitive. So I was just afraid of that. But yeah, just annoyed, just a little scared, because potentially I might damage my hearing. But the rest was like, yeah, I just had to carry it, give it to my higher rank somebody, and then do the shooting. But
My father was 4-star general.
really,
Yeah, he was 25 years.
damn,
Soldier.
4 stars not easy.
Yeah,
It's like
4-star general.
It's like
He drove the tanks,
Mm.
public transport and something, I don't know.
Did you travel a lot too since he was
Yeah,
in the
I used to
military?
travel. I used to be quite dark when I was younger, and I traveled like 3 or 4 times a year.
Damn, yeah.
And then I stopped when I got older. And he actually quit the military after I was like
Too dark?
7 or 8.
Mm.
I was too dark. He quit. No, because I was the only one he saw being born.
Yeah.
So he was like, I'm the princess. I'm the youngest, the only girl. So he was like, oh, he wants to watch us grow up. Like,
Yeah.
so because he was 25 years,
Damn.
so a long time. But he's ex-soldier now. He goes once a year to like the reunion and
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
and sees his friends. And
Man, he must miss you because you were like the.
when I first left, like when I first told my parents I was coming to Korea, they told like North Korea. Because back then, like in 2017,
I understand.
that's all, nobody knew about K-pop, nothing.
Yeah.
And
it
then
was starting to slowly.
so my friends were teasing me like, "Oh, Kim Jong Un is gonna marry you and he's gonna like kidnap you." And when
that
I
might
left,
happen. I'm rooting for it.
I will save North
I
Korea.
met Kim Jong Un's Western Irish wife.
I will kill him and then save North Korea. But yeah, he like when I left for 1 week, he cried and like slept in my bed and like hugged my pillow and stuff. My brothers told me. And then they learned about like Psy. First it was Psy, Gangnam Style, Psy, and then some K-pop, Squid Game. Then my parents watched Squid Game with me, and then Physical 100.
Yeah.
He watched that with me and he liked it. Yeah. So like and The Glory. My parents liked The Glory, but I watched it in Korean and they watched it in English. So they knew, oh, Korea is not North Korea.
Yeah, Korea's like,
totally different.
Korea's chill. Okay.
Yeah, they will come, I think, maybe this year. This year, maybe.
Oh, that'll be good.
This
That'll be
summer,
good
their
for them.
first time. So it'll be exciting. But yeah.
That's good.
It was comical. They were like, oh, North Korea. They were so panicky. They didn't want me to go.
I can imagine. But
My father was crying. Like, he thought it's going to be the last moment I see you.
I'll come save you. I'm 4-star general. Get my tank ready.
Imagine. That'd be... That'd be comical. Oh my god. I could just imagine my father rolling up and give me my daughter.
Man, that could be a potential movie.
Yeah?
Yeah. Do you know Taken?
Taken, yeah.
It's like Taken.
The guy's he's Irish.
Exactly.
Right? Or like, did you see
I have a
the
very
interview?
particular sets of skills. I will find you and I will kill you. You're dead.
Yeah, that was quite good actually. I'm impressed.
I really love that movie
You
too.
looked so serious.
I was like, yeah.
You looked like...
No, you have
It was a bit
save the
creepy.
daughter.
You were like staring into my soul.
Save your daughter. It has to be serious. Anyways, yes.
Did you see the interview?
Which interview?
The interview about Kim Jong Un.
No.
It's hilarious.
Really?
It's called The Interview. It's comical. Have you seen it?
Oh, I think
it's so,
I didn't see it, but like I seen like a clip maybe
Oh
on
my
YouTube.
God.
Oh, okay.
It's so funny.
Ah,
You should watch it. It's really fun.
I mean, Kim Jong is a funny man. He's such a comical
He's so
meme.
chill.
Yeah. I like how his favorite food is like Swiss cheese or something like that.
Swiss cheese?
I don't know. He went to
Can things be exported there? I don't know.
Because like he went to an international school in Europe or something like that when he was young.
I thought he cannot leave. Oh, but he's the
No,
president. He
like,
can leave,
yeah,
right?
it's bullshit. Like they leave, and then they have like North Korean embassies around the world somewhere. So I guess like
I met someone from North Korea before in Ireland. They
That's
were
pretty cool.
they left. They like escaped and they lived in
Yeah.
Ireland.
That's like probably they had a crazy story of escaping,
Yeah,
right?
they couldn't speak English, so I don't know.
Oh, okay. Usually it's like cross the border where they have to like potentially they were getting shot or something like that.
And I
And
saw
then,
some like crazy stories. Like there was a girl and she told her story about
oh
escaping.
yeah, I think
and-
I saw that too. Yeah,
yeah,
the famous
really pretty,
famous
really
girl.
pretty.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, her mom got raped and she got raped, and
yeah.
it's crazy how like it's very sad. All the same, like it's 21st century. You think
Yeah.
like it'll be better, but
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Mhm.
Like you know.
It's pretty crazy that they get sentenced to death when they watch like K-drama.
Do they?
Yeah, there's like a thing there, and they get I think executed publicly just for like because they don't want the North
They have
Koreans
TV?
to. I'm sure they have like phones
But
and
they're like
internet now.
starving, right? They're all
Well, like so they have the obviously like how do you say it? Different classes, obviously. I'm sure, and if you work for the government, like their children probably has like phones or have access to which you can access in the 21st century.
Mm.
So yeah, and like even if you're in a poor country, they still have like the underground like discs and everything where they share. So
It's really scary to think like how it is, and it's like really close to here too.
yeah, it's definitely.
And like, did you see the thing on Instagram? Kim Jong Un said that he's okay to like fight with
Korea? He always says that.
Well,
You know, like
I'm always freaking out though.
no,
Like
yeah,
you know when he like they it's every year or something he like
yeah,
chose
yeah,
missiles
yeah,
into Korea's
yeah.
water or something like
yeah,
that. And my parents like was all over the news.
yeah.
So my parents was like calling me like 50
Yeah.
times like, are you okay? Did you
Yeah.
die? Like is it he's invaded? And I was
Yeah.
like, oh no, it's like normal.
Yeah, we have like we are very insensitive when it comes to security. Korean, we're like war will not happen. Kim Jong's bullshitting.
But even like you guys like tried to like shoot something like I think he had like a plane
Yeah.
and you all couldn't hit it.
I don't know.
Because my friend told me this kind of stuff. My family, I don't know, because
Yeah.
they're always like watching it, and it's always North Korea, and they're
Yeah.
like panicking, like, oh my god, like, are you
No.
okay?
Even when you're in the military, like when something happens, we're like, nah, war won't happen, man.
But it hasn't yet.
Yeah, I mean, like the thing is, like,
Touch wood, doesn't happen.
I guess so.
Yeah.
But if war happens, it's like committing suicide, so everybody's gonna die. So yeah,
But I think like if it was to happen, like America would join with South Korea and stuff like that, probably.
yeah, it would be very serious.
Because you
but-
already have American soldiers here.
Yeah, yeah.
I have some friends that are from the American
Mm.
military base.
Man, but yeah, like how you said, like but nothing's for sure since like you see Russia fighting Ukraine, so like there's
And Palestine and Iraq or something.
Palestine and Israel.
Israel.
Yeah, so like Korea, North Korea, very unlikely, but still it is potentially possible that it can happen. So I guess you have to be pretty sensitive
Mm.
about it. But yeah, but we're definitely very insensitive because like one time we were in the studio,
Mm-hmm.
so we were just outside, and then sometimes like the emergency
Oh, the
bell
emergency
ring?
light,
Yeah.
that scares me. It's just like so
Yeah,
loud,
exactly.
right? It's so
So,
annoying.
I think it was like at 5 a.m. I had a song session with some of my friends, and then like the warning went off, so everybody's phone started ringing. So we're just like, what is it? It's like, oh, North Korea shot a missile. So they're like,
Oh, I saw this
yeah.
too. I was freaking out.
Yeah, they
'Cause I
told
was
us to
just
evacuate.
translator. Yeah.
They told us to evacuate. We're like, really? And then so everybody tried to go on Naver just to search it, and Naver didn't work. Then we started panicking a little bit. Really? Naver's not working? I think because everybody wanted to check on Naver. So Naver is like Korean Google, so everybody went on it.
And
And
it just shut down maybe.
yeah, so like because everybody was on server.
So did you evacuate or you just
No, we just
chilled?
went outside and looked, and we're like,
Nobody's.
I mean, if the missile arrives, we're gonna die anyways. And then, like, the best way to evacuate is here. It's like downstairs at least. It's underground. Yeah. So might as well just stay here, and then waited it off. And then 10 minutes later, it's like, oh, sorry, missed alarm.
Or there was one recently. It was for the earthquake. It was like 5 a.m. There was like an earthquake.
Really?
Like be careful. But it wasn't like in south. It was more so by Daegu and
Oh,
stuff
okay,
or
yeah.
Busan.
I didn't see that one, but
It was recently enough, like 3 months ago.
yeah, Korea is very insensitive when it comes to security.
Especially like, but I think during COVID it was quite okay. Like during COVID, but like the bars, it was so weird. Like you have to enter with a mask, but when you're eating or sitting down, you can take it off. It's like
Yeah,
so
doesn't
the
make
mask
sense.
can't get me when I'm like not the mask. The COVID can't get me when I'm eating.
And like it's just really random how you get caught because so my younger brother got caught COVID. He caught COVID, and obviously we stayed. The entire family stayed together. We realized he caught COVID, but none of our family got infected
COVID.
by him.
Yeah.
So we were just like, it's pretty random. I mean, we were like, my brother was supposed to be how do you say it? Like he was supposed to be in his room by himself, isolated.
Isolated.
But we
yeah.
were like, who cares, man? Just go out. And then, I mean, if we spent already like 2-3 weeks together while you had it, so might as well just like, if we got it, we have it already. So just like,
Yeah, it doesn't
do
matter.
whatever, yeah.
Yeah. Because even now, like my brother and his wife and my nephew, they got COVID recently.
Yeah.
And my friend got COVID. He was really sick for like 3 weeks. So even now it's still coming. Like, but I think it's very, I never had it. And I have all my vaccines. I've never had it.
Now it's more like a common cold, I feel.
Yeah. It's like a bad cold.
Yeah.
But I heard like if you get it once, like your first time is really bad. And then you get it again, it's not too bad. I don't know.
I had it once too. For me, it was just like,
A cold.
yeah, I just felt really drowsy and tired. A little bit of a runny nose. And then, yeah, I checked. It was goddamn, it was actually my birthday too. So I was supposed to see my
Your
family, but I checked. And my parents came all the way from Pundang, which is like an hour and a half
Oh,
from
you're
here.
from Bundang? Bundang?
Yeah. So
Oh.
they moved here. And once they arrived, they're like, hey, how are you doing? I'm okay, but I'm not feeling too good. Let me just check. And I checked and I had COVID. I'm like, oh, damn.
And your parents came all the way to
Yeah,
see
they're
you.
like, okay, I guess we have to go now. And then they just left. But they just brought me some
That's
food
quite
and stuff.
far, right?
It's not too far, but it's like a little inconvenient to come.
It's like an hour?
Yeah, about an hour.
Yeah,
or
by
an hour and a half.
Subway or KTX?
Oh, just Subway.
Just
Yeah.
Subway. I've heard of it. Bundang?
Yeah.
I think I've been there once, but it
It's
was
a good
long
area
ago.
to live, but yeah, it's definitely like pretty annoying. So I was it was like the moment when I finished my military service. I finished January, so
Your birthday's February?
no, my birthday is March. So I just finished the military service and then was excited to have my birthday as a civilian, just to party, and then
And you got
found
COVID.
out COVID. I'm like, God damn it.
That's so ironic to freedom. Finally freedom, and then you
Yeah.
got COVID.
Yeah, that's
And you
when
have
I
to
realized
isolate.
there is no freedom anywhere.
Oh my god, that must have been really hard for you.
It's okay, but like in the military, I learned to accept my situations mostly. So while I was in the military, I had like a realization of that I had to accept my situations.
Mm.
So before acknowledging it, I always thought about leaving the military, even though I was there. It's like, oh, if I left military, I'll be able to do these many things, and I'll plan these things, and then I'll be much happier. But then I realized that's kind of an illusion. I just have to accept what I have now. So I just realized, oh no, there's no such thing as me leaving because today I'm a soldier. So I just have to accept being a soldier. So it's just
So
like
it's hard for you?
no, it's actually really a blessing for me because from that point, it's like a paper thin difference. Like
Mm.
me, I was a person that was going to leave the military to a person who's in the military. So from like the shift of perspective made me so much happier because from that point, I accepted that I was in here. So from that point, I became so much better friends with everybody in the base. So much better friends with my comrades, even the officers. And even the training was fun. It was like,
I think it helps men like become men, you know? I think it's good for them like to experience the military. I think it should be like, it used to be mandatory years ago back in Ireland, but I think it's a bit idiotic. It's not mandatory for women. It's quite sexist. Like it's just for men. And like this, a lot of people suicide and everything there.
yeah.
So that's why I asked you, is it hard for you? But I'm glad you didn't have a hard
For me,
time.
it was pretty good, but I actually had a guy committed suicide in the military.
When you were there?
Yeah. So I was almost finishing my service, and so there's this thing called let me try to what's the word? So there's this like office space in the military where you have to organize some schedules and things like that. So depending on your rank, you get assigned different things. So when you're on the highest rank, you get assigned to arrange the schedule and things like that. And that shift is 24 hours. So you do that.
24 hour?
Yeah, for an entire day. So
my
you do that, and then the next day you can rest.
Yeah.
So it's quite good because like it's not that difficult. You just stay in the office and then just tell them, this is what you do. Like you tap the mic. 현 시간부로 전 인원 집합.
Bring back
It's like
memories.
hello, everybody now gather. Stuff like that. And then they gather and like, okay, from this point you go to dinner, and then they go to dinner. That's what I do. So I'm on the mic, just like telling everybody what to do. That's why you have to be higher rank to do it because you're basically kind of commanding everybody. Anyways, that was my thing, and so it was like 10 or something like that. So around 10, there's this thing called 연등, which means you get maybe 30, about an hour.
Break?
Not break, but like time where you can use your phone or just read a book before you go to sleep. Like you can study in that time. So kind of like free time, but for self-development. And so it was around that time, I think around 10. And I was doing my shift and I was outside drinking some water, talking to some of my friends. And I saw one guy, it was somebody who was lower ranked than me. He was entering his room, and then I saw him run out. But I definitely knew something happened because I knew one guy in that room was really depressed. So
He was low rank too.
he just entered the military, so he was like one of the lowest. But I've never seen somebody who looked like that before. Like, you know, they say when you look at somebody's eye, you can see if they're alive or not. His eyes were dead from the moment he entered. It was like you could tell that he had no will to live.
No life in him anymore.
Yeah, so like we knew there was some, like he was put like definitely very depressed and something was really bothering him. So I could sense that he shouldn't be here. And the officers were like kind of debating how they should deal with him, and then trying to figure out how he can like maybe finish his term earlier and then leave the military. But so I saw this one guy enter the room and he ran out. He ran out, and then I saw one of the officers running into that room too. And that's when I realized, oh shit, something happened. So I started running too. I wanted to go to that room too, but I was a little scared because I knew he committed suicide. I could just sense it. So I just entered the office room because the guy was in the office told me call a medic. So I was like running, and then I entered the room and they started like calling the medics and everything. And I was thinking should I go to the room, but I heard somebody say like, "Oh, where's the knife? So I was like, I don't know. That's what I was like. Did he commit suicide with a knife? So I was like really afraid to watch blood because I don't want to see it.
Yeah.
So I just stayed inside. And apparently so you wear your combat shoes, right? So he committed suicide with his shoelace.
Wrapped it around his neck.
Yeah, but it was like really sad. So I didn't see it, but apparently so the guy told me, so I was trying to comfort the guy who first witnessed the body.
Yeah.
So I was trying to comfort him, and he was so scared. It was a young child too. He was 19 or something like that.
Oh my God.
Obviously I was older, so I tried to comfort him, but like, you know, he told me like he entered the room, and since it was dark, he thought he was sitting down because like you know why, right?
Yeah.
Because
he keeps turning on his head like
no, because like so his will to not live was so strong. Like the way he hung himself was, if he stood up, he wouldn't have suffocated. He had to sit down to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He had to sit down to like actually suffocate and die. So it looked like he was just sitting down. But like then he turned on the light and realized like he was gone. So it really shocked him. So laid him down on the couch. But like
that's gonna like terrify him for the rest of his life.
He actually finished service too because he got really traumatized. So he got out of it. But he needed some fresh air, so I opened the window for him. But I don't know. Do you know this animal called gorani in Korea? It looks like a deer, but it's like this animal that you meet a lot in the military.
Mm-hmm.
And that when that animal like howls, it sounds like a dead man screaming. So it's like
So he probably freaked
so
out.
when I opened the door, there was a goddamn animal outside screaming. It sounded like he was dying, and he got more freaked out. I'm like, oh shit, sorry. And I closed the door. But yeah, I was like, oh, I'm sorry, bro. Like, come here. And then later that day, since it was my 24-hour shift, yeah, I was summoned to give my like what I've witnessed, and then I saw the guy's parents, the guy who committed suicide.
They came.
They came that day, so it was like really devastating to see that. Yeah,
that's awful because they just like they obviously knew he was probably scared, but he couldn't get exempt.
Yeah.
And then that happened. Like it's awful.
And I think he had not such a good relationship with his parents. Like
so
trust issues.
They probably regret it now. Like
I think so. So
they're going to regret a lot of things. It's awful, but it happens a lot. Like in the military, it's crazy.
It's pretty sad to witness that. Yeah.
Well, a lot of people like get exempt, or like my friend's a doctor, so when he went to the military, he was like a doctor in the military. Or
that's like different. If you have higher educations, then.
Oh really?
Yeah.
But it's sad. Like if someone is feeling depressed, they should automatically get exempt, right? Because what if they suicide, right?
Yeah.
But then it's going to be like everyone's depressed, right?
Exactly. So and everybody actually abuses it, you know. So it's like
abuses it. Yeah, I've heard that. They try to get exempt, take advantage. Like.
Yeah. They go to the hospital, and then I think if you get the medicine for about like 6 months, then
you're exempt.
I think so, but not completely. You have to do like public service or something like that. So you do a different shift, but it's not like you're staying in base. You get to stay at home, and then it's just like a regular job. But you serve that for 1 year and 9 months, I think. So people kind of prefer doing that.
Yeah, like you can do other things, like be a teacher and stuff, right? Instead of that.
Yeah.
I know someone, he worked in like elementary. My ex, when he went to the military, he got an injury on his leg and he had to get like metal or something. So he got exempt then because he had an injury.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought about doing that too because I really hated going to the military.
What, get an injury?
No, like maybe go like I mean I was depressed too, but I wanted to be stronger, so that's why I didn't take the medicines personally because I wanted to get over it without a medicine. But since I was feeling really bad, maybe I was like, but I didn't want to do it because I felt like it was kind of showing part of weakness inside me. So I wanted to get over it. I'm glad I didn't do it, honestly.
Yeah.
So, and I had such a great experience in the military, anyways. Like I gained so many good lessons and good discipline. So yeah,
It's good that it went well for you, though.
yeah,
Because a lot of people don't get the same luxury.
yeah.
Especially you had high rank, so.
Oh no, I like
Or was it not high?
I was just a regular soldier, but like in time, if you pass, then you become like
Higher
a
and
little
higher.
bit higher.
How
yeah.
long? Now it's a year and
6 months.
before it was 2 years, right?
Before it was like it got shorter from like as time progressed. So it was 2 years. No, actually it was like around 3 years, 2 years and a half or something like that for our parents' generations, and then 2 years, 1 year and 9 months, and then now 1 year and 6 months.
So when you did it was 1 year, 6 months?
Yeah, I mean I consider myself really lucky because back then when I was usually you go to the military when you're really young. If I went there, I would have served 1 year and 9 months, and then potentially.
How did you get like exempt for going later?
Oh, you can like do school, and then you can travel, and then you for like a few times, and it would be
Because you
postponed
said there was
automatically.
someone there, 19-year-old, that's quite young. So
They sometimes they want to get
get it done and over
yeah,
with,
exactly, yeah. But I didn't want to go. Like to be honest, at that point, you only have your early 20s once in your life. So I didn't want to spend my early youth inside the military. That's why I pushed it as far away from me as possible. But
it's so hard, like for Korean men to have to go through that, I think.
it depends on how you see it, but yes. But it's good because I met my friend Jun, who produces this podcast together, in the reserve force training.
Oh, so you made a friend.
Yeah, so like I told you, like I get a lot of like I'm blessed actually, I feel, in a way, because otherwise this podcast wouldn't have existed. So like you don't, maybe the thing that you really hate maybe is a blessing, you don't know.
I think like everything happens for a reason in life. I never like regret. I think it's so stupid like you have some regrets obviously, but like there's a reason that happened for you to learn. Like for my ex, I regret dating him for over 2 years, but there's a reason that happened. Yeah, right.
It's a necessary experience.
Yeah, it's a necessary experience, and I gained knowledge of how a man should treat me right. Like, and I've been single for 2 years now, so it's like I got to focus on myself, go on dates, and see people and stuff. But everything happens for a reason, I believe.
That's good. I'm proud you think that way.
Yeah, I used to want to go to military actually.
Really? That's
when I was
cool.
younger, because my father.
Oh yeah.
That's. I was like, oh, I want to go with.
I think your dad would have been proud.
He wouldn't let me go.
Oh really?
Yeah, I wanted to go, and he was like, no, you're my princess.
That's true.
I think it'd be too hard for me too. I'm very feminine, very girly. Imagine me get.
Your personality really changes when you go to the military.
Yeah, I think I'll be too serious then.
Yeah, I told you. So one of my friends, she's a girl, but she was like a really feminine type, and very like introverted kind of person. But she wanted to go to the military. She did, and her personality like
drastically changed.
Well, she still has herself inside, but the way she portrays herself is pretty different now.
Yeah, same. One of my girlfriends, she went to.
She's more
military.
Stern in a way.
Yeah.
But when you poke her, like her real self like shines through. But like when like it's been a while since I didn't see her, and when I saw her for the first time in a while, it's like, you changed a bit. It's like pretty interesting.
It's interesting how it changes a person.
Yeah, definitely.
Really, like I have some friends that went, and you can see, like as for my father, he went and like he experienced like real war. He saw his friends dying, his friends getting shot, and whatever. So you can see like he had like a different side, I guess.
Yeah.
So
man, I could never imagine that.
No, it's crazy.
We're admirable, yeah.
Marvel?
Admirable.
Oh, I thought you said Marvel.
No.
Marvel.
No.
Marvel and DC.
No.
Aquaman.
No. Like, cause personally, I haven't really faced death before, but I mean, once, but I was too young to comprehend. When my grandfather passed away, I was like maybe about 5 or something like that. But none of my close families or anybody has really passed away, so yeah, I don't know how I would deal with it yet. So
I have dealt with it a lot. My 2 grandfathers they passed away.
Sorry to hear that.
It was a long time ago.
Well, but still, it's like it's not such an easy subject. Yeah. And I think I have to deal with it. I have to think about dealing with it pretty soon because, like, obviously I'm getting older, which means my grandparents are getting older too. And especially, actually, my grandfather from my mother's side is apparently quite sick. So he was in the emergency room, but now is recovering at the moment. But we're not sure how serious it is, so we're just waiting. But
Just spend as much time as you can. That's what
yeah,
that's what I would recommend. I was in
hopefully,
Korea
yeah.
when my grandfather died, like a year ago, or 1 year ago, I think. So I couldn't be there,
Mm,
like to say goodbye or for the funeral, because I was in Korea. So
yeah,
I would recommend just spend as much time as possible.
yeah,
Have no regrets.
yeah. It's like the thing, like you realize now there's a limit, but when you were younger,
It's scary, right?
yeah,
How like when you get older, like it changes drastically.
yeah.
Like your look on point on
Yeah,
like
your
your view.
perspective
Yeah, yeah.
definitely shifts. Especially if you're in your early 20s, you feel like you have an infinite amount of time. You know, obviously, that you're going to die, but you don't really feel it in your skin. But once you get older and then when you actually feel it
And you can
creeping,
see your parents, they're
yeah,
getting
exactly.
older,
It's
so,
like,
and your
oh man, like
family, and
you don't have everything. Like, oh man, like I said, things happen for a reason, but if I regret something, it's taking for things for granted, you know? Like, you don't have them forever, so just gotta realize.
that's like, yeah, I think that too, because there's a lot of people that like flex, and it's like, why,
Oh, yeah.
you know, like why would you, like, we're all the same, we're all equal, like
Yeah.
that's what I feel like. If I see a celebrity, like I've worked with celebrities with my work, and I don't view them as like, oh, they're
Yeah.
like this, like God.
No, definitely not.
They're just another person like
Yeah.
me. I don't really like
Yeah.
care about that kind of thing.
I don't, yeah, exactly the same. Like, I don't really find awe in meeting a celebrity. It's just another human being. I admire their work and how potential hard work they put. But
Yeah,
that's it. It's the,
but they're
yeah.
not a higher being.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like I
not.
don't
Like,
understand like the crazy fans that are like obsessed with the
Mm.
like their idols or celebrities. I couldn't do that.
I wouldn't know for sure, but I think one of the reasons why they do it is like
Like a fantasy.
yes, definitely an illusion and one of a coping mechanism to
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of detach yourself from the real world.
My coping mechanism is webtoons. I read webtoons and manga, and yeah.
Mine used to be eating until I pass out.
Eating until you pass
Yeah.
out? Like what eating
Like food
what?
coma, you know, like
Oh
whatever.
my
like
God.
just eat so much. Like I used to fill my void with like a lot of food. Man.
So you were like heavy, or because you're quite slim?
At the moment, yes, but when I was depressed, I would eat so much. I can still eat a lot, so which is but oh man, like I would eat like 3 McDonald's meals and I would just eat it, but not even like the soft drinks. I would eat like a milkshake, which is like more
Worse.
caloric
Oh
dense
my
too.
God, what the hell?
Just eat that and then sleep for a bit. I will wake up and then that's when I watch How I Met Your Mother. That show will be always on, and then I'll be like part of their gang.
Oh my
But I would
God.
just wake up, eat that, and since I ate something savory, I needed something sweet. I really loved ice cream, so I would buy like 10 ice cream from the convenience store. I would just like eat that, and then since I had something sweet, I
I
need
wouldn't
something
like
salty.
think of that, but then look at you now, like damn, because
Yeah.
you're so slim.
Man, yeah, that's how that was my coping mechanism. So just eat that. and then-
Sometimes I would be like, I would eat a lot, but I have like I cannot digest, so I have like a disease. If I eat more than once, I'm sick. So I usually eat once a day.
Yeah,
But
I mean
if
my
I-
digestion is like pretty good.
Pretty
I think.
good?
Yeah. So
Rub
I
it in
could
my
deal
face.
with it.
Thank you. Thank
I'm
you.
sorry about that, but yeah.
Oh, mine is shit. Oh, I have a
No,
good
no,
one.
no. It's not that. Like I hear that a lot because like my friends told me like, bro, like you should take care, but I don't have any problem at the moment. Like I don't know.
I hope you do.
Thank you.
Touch wood. I hope you so. Come on, give him
Yeah,
some.
'cause
Then he'll
I'm like-
inflict my pain on you.
I'm a caffeine addict, so I
Do you
drink
like coffee?
not necessarily coffee. I drink like a lot of energy drinks, so
I like
I
water.
consume a lot of caffeine. And they ask me like, you don't have any problems like digesting that shit? I'm
Do you
like,
not feel like this, like shaking and stuff?
no, like I'm fine. Like I sleep really well too.
I have insomnia. I only drink water.
I think you have like many thoughts in your head. That's why.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I just put my phone away and like lie down and try to sleep. I also have a back problem, so I have many problems. I'm just walking like bomb.
No, you're definitely stronger than that.
There's also
Just let
like
it go through.
modeling is quite hard. You have to
Yeah,
like
yeah, I can
keep your weight and
Yeah,
like everything. You have to be perfect all the time.
yeah, I can imagine.
So it can be difficult. And long hours, like I said before, I was in a music video,
Yeah,
and that was from like 11 p.m. until like 8 a.m.
yeah.
And it was exhausting. Like it was so tired. Like I had a drama shoot recently, and it was like in the morning it wasn't too bad, But like even I had a shooting for a commercial. I met Big Bang Taeyang,
Mm.
and it was quite like it was 11 a.m. until 9 p.m.
Yeah.
So it's quite long hours.
But if you really enjoy it, then it's okay to.
It's rewarding all the
Yeah.
same. You know, I get like I'm not boost, but I feel like
Yeah.
this is me. Like it makes me happy
Yeah,
and it
yeah.
makes me confident. I have no confidence, so when I model,
That's
it brings me confidence. Like it makes me confident and makes me feel pretty and blah blah.
I mean, I'm glad it fulfills you in a way.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's sort of like music fulfills you in a way too. Like makes you happy, obviously.
In a way, like.
And I heard your song. It's really good. He's going
Thank
to
you.
release it soon.
So one of the reasons why I decided to do the podcast was to share my thoughts and values, and I realized that I did that through music. So I realized if I didn't have music, there were other things that I was able to offer, and I guess like doing the podcast was an extension of it. So that's one of the reasons why I did it. But yeah, when I do my music, sometimes when it's my personal songs, I end up like like you do your shootings for your modeling things. Like I would end up not sleeping for over like 20 hours, which would drive me kind of crazy. And I would tell my friends, it's like I'm ripping a piece of my soul into this thing, but I like it. You know, that's why I do it. It's like it's a part of me. Like take it.
How long did it take you to write this song?
To be honest, that one, the beginning spark, I wrote maybe like 6 years ago. So for me to write my personal songs, maybe it takes some time. And especially that one, I had the initial idea 6 years ago, wrote the hook maybe around that year, and then I finished the bridge maybe. I didn't look at the song, didn't touch it. Like a few years passed, and I was going to my old projects, and then I was like, oh, it's actually not bad. So I tried to write the bridge for it, and it took me a long time to actually figure it out. And then I did it. Wanted to write the verse for it. I couldn't write it. I had something, but didn't like it. Then last year, after I came back from Vietnam, strangely, I just picked the mic and I sang something. And I was like, oh, is it? Like just came out.
In Vietnam?
No, I was in
When you came
Vietnam,
back?
and then I came back and I had like a vibe.
Wow. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then I was like, maybe I'll try it today. And then it just came out. I was like, damn, it's good. And then so I wanted to write the lyrics for it. And in the beginning, I wanted to write something profound, like something really cool about life since I'm getting older.
But like breakup songs are quite in nowadays anyway, like love songs.
Yeah, but
You said you have a different genre of your music,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, when I listened to it, actually, it was like, I could feel it like pulling my heartstrings actually. Because I think it relates close to home for many people.
Yeah.
Like even I broke up like over 2 years ago, it still triggered me a little bit. Like, thank you.
I'm glad it did.
No, that's what you want. Your heart,
yeah,
your songs to speak to people, right? That's
true.
the point.
That's definitely
Speaks
true.
to people and like, yeah, they makes them feel emotions. Like
I want it to be genuine, but so before me going to the through the breakup, when I first started to write the lyrics, like I said, I want to write something about life. But every time I approached it, it seemed really fake. So I scrapped it every time. And then, so the breakup happened. And I had some key phrases that I really liked about the lyrics that I wrote previously. So, and then once going through the breakup, I realized, oh shit, it's a breakup song. It's actually about this situation. I'm like, and because I talk about like looking beneath my sins. So by that, I thought like, yeah, I grew to be a better person. That's why I'm looking through my sins. But then I realized through this relationship, I realized, because if I usually tell the story what happened to me at the moment, I seem like a victim, but that's not true because there's no one-sided story.
Yeah, no,
So-
it's your perspective.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not, you're not playing a victim role. It's your perspective
Exactly.
on the situation, right?
Yeah.
Like you cannot say that I'm not a victim. Nobody's a victim.
Yeah.
You know?
So I wanted to, while I was writing, I got to realize that, maybe I could have potentially done something better. And then that's what I'm willing to look through and then just accept. And then I guess writing the songs just kind of helped me piece it together and then just helped me accept a little bit. And then,
I've always wondered how people write lyrics. But like you said, you wrote it like 6 years ago.
yeah,
a little
some
bit.
parts, yeah.
And that's
It's
quite
really
interesting. I thought you just like, oh, that's it.
No.
But
I mean, sometimes that happens, definitely. But I really like this producer called Rick Rubin. It's like, he says like channeling with the universe. It's what's supposed to happen is happening and you're just manifesting it. And yeah, I think it's like really channeling your subconscious. If it's something you really dear to you, because there is no such thing as writing a right song, because it's like writing a diary. Like there's no right way of writing a diary. It's
Exactly.
just the way, right?
Yeah, you have
So-
your own vibe, like your own rhythm and
Yeah.
stuff. Like everyone's different.
And that's like the beauty of it, because like even though we live in the same world, our each different subjective perspective helps it to be more vibrant.
Exactly.
So yeah, that's why I wanted to, at least my music, when it's not songs that I potentially want to sell. If it's my, I mean, even the songs that I want to sell, it has to have some kind of genuine thing. But when it's
Like a
my
meaning for you, like
Yeah,
of
yeah.
course, like yeah.
but personal thing has much more depth. This is my personal, like, real subjective experience that I have. So I want it to be as real as I can be when it comes to that. So yeah, took a long time to actually really think with it. And so the lyric is the hardest part for me usually. So I wrote like the first verse, but with this song, a couple of friends helped me. My younger brother helped me too. Interestingly, so I broke up with a French girl, but my brother was dating a French girl too.
Oh.
But so I think he could relate with me too. So once I explained the story, he's like, yeah, he'll help me. So he helped me. I don't know why, but I have this, like I said, I get along well with French people. So I have another French friend. She is a writer too. So she knows about my story, and then was trying to write the bridge. And it was a really good moment because she was like, well, Joseph, just tell me what you want to say in your mind. Just tell me everything, what's in your mind. So I was telling her like everything. And then she wrote it down, and then she just picked up the parts where it made sense and pieced it together and just wrote this like sentence, which is actually my favorite part.
In the
Which is quite
song?
cool. Yeah. It's like, it was something like, all I want is you to find me, but all that I need is some closure.
Oh, I heard that part.
Yeah.
That part was really, yeah, that's hit me
Yeah.
because I have no closure from
Yeah.
my ex.
That's true. So
Yeah.
because, like, when you're in love and you break up, for this case, I'm still in love with that person, and like being out of it is obviously difficult.
She broke up with you, or?
Yes, that's, yeah.
Oh.
I mean, it's understandable because she got offered a job which prohibited
Oh, she
her
was
to.
moving back, is it?
Oh, she was there, so it was a long distance thing, but she couldn't. She wanted to come back, but the new job offer was really good, so she took it. So that's why it ended. But so it was like something inevitable that happened, but I accepted it. But still, obviously, I was still in love. Like, maybe I still am, but so that's what I hoped. That's what I want. But what I need is the closure. So it's like, but I explained that to my friend in details. Like, it's like, can you tell me like everything what's in your mind? So I was like, I really hope that she would have came, and then, like, whenever I'm home, like because I waited for her to come for such a long time. So all I did was waiting, and then so I wanted her to come. That's what I really expected. But and I told her like, I guess, but yeah, but what I really need is the closure at the moment. And she's like, I had like told her the entire story. She's like picked up the best
she's
parts, and then,
genius.
she
Yeah.
just pieced it together. I'm like, my God, it's amazing. It's my favorite part.
Yeah, wow. Because it's like sentimental too with your friend.
Definitely.
You had a bonding moment in that,
Yeah,
like when you wrote it. So
Yeah, definitely.
So like that would relate a lot because a lot of people hasn't had closure. I haven't. Like I
Yeah.
reached out to my ex before, and I was like, "So you cheated on me? Like tell me. Like I want to hear it." And he denied it because his friend told me he did, and he denied it. So I was like, I cannot have closure then.
Yeah.
Like even he told many lies to his family about me, and his family like hate him now because they like me.
Yeah.
So like there was like I want that closure from him, but he's not giving.
Mm.
So like yeah, it's relatable a lot.
I'm glad I could relate. That was
Yeah,
like,
no.
yeah, I'm
It was
pretty happy.
it was better than I expected, honestly. I mean, like, what can I expect,
No, of
right?
course,
Because
yeah,
like
yeah. No,
today is the first
I'm
time I met you. Like, I didn't expect anything. I didn't even
no
know you
harm
were a
done.
singer.
No harm done.
So
Yeah. I'm just happy you liked it.
Yeah,
I'm
it was-
happy that the message got through. That was like the
it
important
did,
thing.
for sure.
Yeah. That was something really important when I wrote the song. Because like I said, I want something genuine, and then, yeah.
And it's refreshing, like this song compared to like songs nowadays. They're about like they're quite like byuntae, like about sex, or they're very vulgar.
Yeah.
Like this was really refreshing because a lot of songs now I hear and it's just like cussing in it, and it's not like relatable. It's just like there,
I think that's like a recurring theme when it comes to me as a person. It's
You
like,
have a song like this?
I do, but not like that in general. But like what I want to say is like the vibe that I really like about music is like sad hope.
Yeah.
I don't really like when it's potentially too dark, and I don't like when it comes to life too. I don't like it when it's too excessively happy or too excessively negative.
Yeah.
I like the medium like balance. And when it comes to my songwriting, I like when it's like sad but hopeful. That's what I really like.
That's good way of like you have your music style. Like keep to that. I think what I sounded from the first song, it was really good. Like really shocking. I said like, first thing, your voice is quite deep. So
Thank you.
it was good.
Man, yeah. It's like, yeah. So one of the reasons why now when people listen to my music or my voice, they compliment me a lot in my tone of voice.
Your tone is very soft
Yeah, but
and like deep.
it took me like a long trial and error to actually find a tone.
Is that's normal, right?
Yeah.
Like you want to find your voice,
Yeah,
literally,
definitely.
literally, right?
Yeah.
So
And
like you have to find your voice, your muse, and
it's kind of funny like how, yeah, I don't know, like my life is a journey to find the right person, I guess. But
yeah,
yeah.
you and me both.
Yeah.
We need to
That-
help each other out.
There was this one girl from Canada that I really liked
Mm-hmm.
after I dated the Korean girl for 6 years. And she was 5 years older than me.
Oh,
And I was around 22, 23, I think, that point. So the only
Okay.
thing that I could offer was my music. I don't know if you know the song 줄 수 있는 게 이 노래밖에 없다, which means like the only thing that I can offer is this song. So since I didn't make that much money or anything,
mm-hmm.
so the only thing that I could offer was music. But I wasn't that good at that point. So I would just stay in the studio, like record for 15 hours, songs that she would really like.
For her,
Yeah.
that's
So I-
so romantic.
So I could send it to her, you know?
Mm.
So I like would record like,
You're not cringe at all. It's quite romantic. There's some cringe. Like that's not cringe. It's romantic to send do that. It's really cute.
oh, thank you. But yeah. Because like I told you, it's like fine line between cringe and like,
Yeah.
But I wanted to offer something to her that I could do. And then that was the only thing that I could do. And I wasn't that good at that point. So I was trying really, really hard.
But she appreciated it, right?
Yeah,
Of course, she appreciated it.
Yeah. Something, yeah. If I hadn't that moment,
Mhm.
then I don't think I would have been here today. So yeah,
Mm.
every experience counts, definitely. It's a very poetic part of my life, that point.
Yeah,
But definitely glad it
you're
happened.
like a hopeless romantic.
Me?
Yeah, I get that sense.
Yeah, a little bit. Waiting to meet the right person. But you know, I'm a little scared too.
Mm.
Because like for so long, this has been my life journey. Imagine finding the right person and then like the idea, would I regret it or not? But maybe that's the reason why I haven't found the right person. Because if I
Yeah.
keep thinking about that, but
I think like you shouldn't overthink everything. That's like my friend told me. Like I
Yeah.
tend to overthink, so you shouldn't overthink.
yeah, you get the reoccurring message that how I'm an overthinker.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. So
like-
don't overthink.
Yeah, just live today.
Don't overthink, and like the right person will come unexpectedly, naturally.
Sounds like you're saying that to yourself too.
Yeah, yeah. 어디야? Where is he?
Where are you? Umere, come now.
빨리 빨리.
Pali, pali, vazi, vazi. Pali, pali. But I really appreciate you coming to our podcast.
Yeah, it was a blessing.
Hopefully we will find our
Soulmate. Or we can just cry in the corner together.
Yeah.
Just cry.
or miss our chance and then regret looking back like, oh man, that really happened to me. I had so many opportunities but I missed it. But probably we'll be smarter and make the right decisions. So another guy in another universe, that's me, will cry. Not this one.
Hopefully. Fighting.
Hopefully. But I really appreciate you coming today.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you for your insight. And then hopefully your modeling, acting career goes really well. And hopefully
Thank you.
to see you more on the brown screen, green screen, YouTube, everywhere.
I have a drama tomorrow, so
Definitely good luck
yeah,
with that. So
thank you.
I know it's pretty confidential. So when it comes out, I'll definitely watch it too.
Okay, thank you.
But thank you for coming today.
Thank you for having me.